Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a get ready with me, and I'm going to be using products that I am thankful for, products that I just love. They make me feel good when I use them. They just make me happy. A few years ago, Allie Glines, I believe she's the creator that started this. She started doing these videos around Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving. She would do a full face of makeup that she loves, that she is grateful for. So I wanted to do that today. Since it is Thanksgiving week, I figured we could do that today. Just chat a little bit. And I have my coffee here in my Sip and Makeup mug. This is my mug in my merch store. You can find it in the description box. But it's been a while since we've just done our makeup together. Had some coffee or some tea, so that's what we're going to be doing today. If you're new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty content here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Hope you'll stick around and let's get started. All right, I have my coffee here. I almost finished it earlier before I started filming, and I figured I would wait and finish up the rest of it while I was filming. I did want to start with SPF because I feel like this goes well with this video, because this SPF, this is still my favorite. I just can't get away from this one. I've been trying out some others recently, but this one from Skin 1004, the Madagascar Centella, I love this, and I am very thankful for this because this is the SPF that literally works with anything I've tried it with. I don't notice anything unusual ever, no matter what I'm using with this product, which that's the most important thing to me with an SPF. And this one is SPF 50. It's thin, it's lightweight, and it's just perfect. Absolutely perfect. I think it's on some kind of sale right now on Stylevana. That's where I got mine from this last time when I ordered it. I'll link it below for you, but this is just my favorite. If you have sensitive skin, I really like Centella. Seems to work really, really well for my skin. So I highly recommend trying this out. All right, let's do some Corrector. I was kind of torn between two when I was picking this out, but I went with this one because this year, this has really been my go-to color corrector since they came out earlier in the year. This is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Corrector in Pink Pomelo, which is the lightest shade. But I love this. I love the color, but I just love that this is a corrector that is super thin and it layers really well with anything that I pair it with, which is really nice because that's not always the case. Sometimes certain correctors just don't pair well with everything, but this one actually does. And if you know me, you know I am grateful for color corrector because it makes the biggest difference ever. Probably of anything on my face personally, but even on other people, I just find color corrector is just one of those things that I feel like is slept on a lot, and it truly can transform how your under eyes look. So I am always grateful for mine. For foundation, I was kind of torn again, but I went with this because this is something that I just feel serves the most purpose in my makeup collection. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer. This has SPF in it, but it's SPF 19, so not a ton, but this stuff is just, it is so good if you want something perfect for every day that's really lightweight. I'm telling you, this stuff is so good. It is highly, highly underrated in my opinion. My brushes are like all dirty, so I need to wash them, but this is just one of those things that always looks good no matter what. The shade is good for me. The one that I'm using now, I actually have two of them and I can kind of wear either one, but the one I'm using now is 2-in-1 Desert Beige, and it is a very good match for me. I can also wear 1-in-2. I actually don't find these two shades to be that different from each other, but this one is 2-in-1. one. I wanted to give a little bit of an update as well to my health video that I made about 2 weeks ago, probably at this point. A few of you have been messaging me asking for an update, so I wanted to give you an update. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will link the video up above somewhere and in the description box so you can go watch, because I'm not going to get too far into it in this video. But I am having I had an appointment with an endometriosis doctor about a week ago now, and I talked about how I was doing that in that video. And I went to see him, and the appointment went really well. He was very knowledgeable, and I felt really good about it afterwards. And he did suggest that I go ahead and do the laparoscopy to go in and see if I have it or not. So I am having that done. I'm having that done December 5th. So I know a lot of you have been asking what's going on, so I wanted to let you know. I'm glad that I'm having that done. I'm glad that I found this doctor, but I'm glad that I'm getting this done. I'm not looking forward to it by any means, but I know that I just need to do it, so I am having that done on the 5th. So the Estee Lauder gives a little bit more than light coverage, definitely not medium. I would say like true light medium coverage. So I like to use more full coverage concealer. This is appropriate because of course I'm thankful for this concealer. This has been my true love in terms of a concealer this year, the Natasha Denona Hy-Glam in the shade N2. So I'm going to use this to add some more coverage where I need it. And then I'm also going to use this under my eyes. I also wanted to update you on what I'm planning to do in December in terms of content and videos. Every year I go back and forth on what I want to do for December. If you watch a lot of YouTube, you'll probably know a lot of people do Vlogmas in December, and I love when people do Vlogmas. The people that I watch, I live for it. I look forward to watching YouTube so much in December, and I know a lot of people do. So my plan as of now is to post Monday through Friday in December. Now, my laparoscopy is going to be on the 5th, which is on a Tuesday. It's the first Tuesday of the month. So I'm going to try really hard to be ahead so I can post Monday through Friday that week and nothing change or be different. But if I miss that week a video, maybe 2 videos, I don't know. It's probably got something to do with the laparoscopy. So just wanted to let you know. I am planning to post Monday through Friday. I just don't know in terms of that week. I'm assuming I'm gonna just be right back to normal after that. I hope. That's what my doctor said, so I hope that that's true. So hopefully it won't cause any issues with my videos. So I just want to let you know, because I try to, plan this stuff out way ahead of time, and I'm planning to do that. I just don't really know what's gonna happen. For a bronzer, I'm gonna use this from Westman Atelier. This is the Face Trace in the shade Biscuit. I like to put mine on the back of my hand, but I love this little thing so much. I've talked about this quite a bit. I just have the mini size, but I love this because the color for my skin tone is just really, really perfect. It's cooler in tone, but it's not too cool toned. Has a little bit of warmth to it, so it's not just like so gray. And I love to apply it. See, it works so well as a contour too on my skin. I love to apply it with this brush from BK Beauty, which is the 109. This is one of those products that I love because it never disappoints me. It always looks good. It's one of those products that I know I can reach for, and I always like the outcome. That's kind of my thinking behind a lot of the products I chose for this video. Because sometimes you just don't want to, you don't want a chance not loving how a product looks on you that day, you know what I mean? And this product is definitely that for me. Just realized the Natasha Denona concealer that I used, I said it was N2, and I just realized it was not. It was my RN3 that I used. So I was wondering why it looked a little bit different. It's because I would use the wrong color. Usually I use N2 on my face, and then I'll use RN3 under my eyes, but unfortunately I just used RN3 everywhere. So I was wondering why it wasn't looking normal. That's why. I can wear either, honestly, but my favorite shade is N2 for my skin tone. Okay, before we do blush, I'm gonna use powder. This has been my favorite powder for, I feel like, at least a year now, maybe a little bit more than that. This is the Haus Labs powder in Translucent. I love this powder because it sets my makeup, but it doesn't look heavy, and it actually does blur my skin, particularly right here where I'm applying it right now, which is like right on the sides of my nose. That's where I notice my pores the most. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but it totally just smooths the area and reduces the shine without it being too much. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite powder in my collection. And nobody talks about it. Nobody gives it any love. I'm gonna take a little bit just right over my cheeks right here. I barely have anything on the brush, but we're gonna use the Patrick Ta blushes, of course, and I wanna use the powders first. I wanna make sure it's nice, smooth canvas there. For blush, of course, I have to choose Patrick Ta. I pulled out 2 of them. I think I'm gonna mix them today. I don't know why, I just kind of feel like mixing them. This is She's That Girl. This is She's Giving. I love them both. My all-time favorite has always been this one, but I really like She's Giving too. I love She's Wanted. I just love them. So I'm gonna take his brush, actually. I'm gonna use the fluffy end, and I'm gonna get a little bit of both powders on here and kind of tap them off and then apply them, and then we'll add a little bit of the creams in a minute. I love his blushes the most of all of my blushes because I love all the shades, number one, that he offers, and they just always make me feel my best. So I'm doing powder first, and then we'll add a little bit of the creams. Okay, I'm gonna flip the brush and just get a little bit of both the creams. I thought it would also be fun to do this video because I feel like makeup is one of those things, I know a lot of you feel the same way. It's not really about the makeup sometimes, like the products themselves. It's about how makeup can really be like therapy for a lot of people. I know a lot of you feel that way about makeup. I feel that way about makeup. I'm always grateful for, of course, the products, but more than that, just having something that just makes me feel good. Not because I'm doing it for anyone else or because I think I need to, but because it makes me feel good, and I'm always grateful that I discovered my love for makeup. I hope that makes sense. I'm sure some of you can relate. No matter what is going on, I always am so happy to take, even if it's just like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, to sit down and put on some makeup. It's amazing what it can really do for your mood. And I don't know, just been thinking about that today in filming this video. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Moving on to brows. This was an easy choice right now because I, as I've said, can't stop using this from Anastasia. I am very happy that I've discovered recently how much I love using a powder for my brows over a pencil. This is the ABH Brow Duo in medium brown. So I use the dark side the most, and I'm using it with this Patrick Ta brow brush. And I usually just kind of brush them down to start with and kind of outline the top just really, really lightly, and then brush them up and fill in a little bit more. But I am very happy and grateful that I discovered this year. I typically use the lighter part of the Brow Duo for just this inner portion right here, because I don't like this to be super, super dark. And that's it. I feel like ever since discovering this, I can also do my brows pretty quickly, which is really nice. Okay, let's move on to eyes. This was really tough. I feel like I have a pretty, not a large group, but I have quite a few palettes that I love, and they just make my heart happy. But I pulled out Natasha Denona I Need a Nude. I was thinking I was going to use this, and I am grateful for this palette because this palette is just everything. It's beautiful. I have not one bad thing to say about it, but I'm going to use this because this is also something that I absolutely love, and it doesn't get enough love on my channel. So this is the Dior Quint in the shade Nude Dress, $6.49. I got this, I guess it was earlier this year, and this is just all 5 colors in here I love. I never dislike how my eyes turn out when I use this. I love every color, but I really love this one, this like kind of taupey metallic right here. I love it. I'm gonna take this color, which is just a gray, and I'm gonna apply this in my crease. And I did already prime my eyes. I didn't show that because that's kind of boring. But I'm going to apply this as my crease color. So pretty. I'm using the 212 from BK Beauty. It's a really good crease brush. All right, I'm going to go into this shade here. This is the one that's my favorite. I think I'm just going to use my finger, honestly. This is the color. I don't know what it is about it. I just love it. It's just a perfect shade. But I'm going to apply it on the lid and out. I'm going to leave the like very inner corner without this shade because we're going to use one of the other shades in a minute. But I just love this color. Honestly, this is a really pretty just one and done shadow. I could just apply this all over and that's it. And then I'm going to go into this middle shade, which is like a light pink. And I'm going to apply this in this inner part of my eye where we didn't place that other color. And just kind of tap that here and kind of connect it with that other shade. And then I'm going to use a small brush. This is a 211 from BK Beauty, and I'm going to go into this brown. It's a really pretty, warmer, kind of milky, kind of a milk chocolate brown. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of this in the outer corner. Not a lot, just a little. These shadows are just so dreamy. So dreamy, so easy to apply. and they just look so seamless on the eyes. I mean, it's just easy, perfect palette. Then I'm just going to take that first brush that we used and just kind of lightly feather over everything, make sure it's nice and blended. And let's see, what else can we use? I want to use a little bit of the white shade right here, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of this under my brow bone up here. I don't always do this, but it's a good shade for that. I was looking for a brush, but like all my brushes are dirty, so I'm just gonna take this little Dior old school eyeshadow thing that comes in here, and I'm taking that white shade. Oh, actually this little pointy one works well to get right there, but I'm just putting it in the inner corner. Wow, I never use this little thing, but actually this is perfect for this tear duct area. Sometimes it's hard to find like the perfect brush to fit like in really small areas. And that worked perfectly. I'm going to take a little bit of this shade here and a 209 from BK Beauty and apply this on the bottom lash line. Then my eyeliner I'm going to use is my favorite. I talk about it all the time. I've been using this for years, the Charlotte Eye Powder Pencil. This is something I'm very grateful for because it's just easy to use. It's just one of those foolproof products for me. So I'm using it in between my lashes first. And then I'm going to use just a little bit on this outer corner of my eye. And then this brush, I talk about all the time too, but I'm so grateful for it because it makes eyeliner so much easier. The 208 from BK Beauty. Unfortunately, this is out of stock as I'm filming this video, so I'm trying to figure out, I need to reach out to them and figure out when this is coming back, but non-negotiable. When it does come back, I will post it in my community tab because I talk about it all the time, but it's been out of stock for quite a while now. But it just makes your life so much easier, especially if you have hooded eyes or just small eyes in general, or maybe you just struggle with eyeliner, whatever it is, that really does help. For mascara, this is an easy one. I love so much the e.l.f. Lash N Roll mascara. I discovered this, has it been a year? I can't remember. I feel like maybe this came out around this time last year, maybe. I don't remember if it was then or maybe it was early this year. I don't know, but this mascara is so amazing. It is so good and it's like $6, but you guys, it is so good. It's so lengthening and separating, and it's a perfect everyday mascara. If you like something a little bit more on the natural side, this is for you. And they also last a really long time. For some reason, they are mine that I've had, and I've gone through like 3 or 4 of these. These last a long time. Like, they don't dry out quickly, which is even better. It doesn't flake, doesn't smudge. Finally, for lips, I really struggled to pick a lip liner. I love lip liners, so I have a lot of them that I just really love, but this one lately has been one of my favorites. The Sephora collection lip liner in Sync or Suede. And the reason is because it matches my lips so well. So it looks like that. But these lip liners from Sephora, really, really good. They last well, they're creamy, and this color is so good. And these are also pretty affordable. I mean, it's literally the absolute perfect color. I love this so much. I have one more product we're going to use, but I do want to take just a little bit of my Patrick Ta blushes. I love to do this. I like to take just a little bit of the creams. So take a little bit of She's Giving and a little bit of She's That Girl. And then my favorite gloss that never lets me down. I have so many of these, but this one is my absolute favorite. The color, I love these from Dior. This is the shade 38 Nude Rose, and it is perfect. It is the perfect color. Literally goes with everything. It does kind of plump your lips, but not in like an uncomfortable way or anything. And, oh, one final thing. This is the best spray ever. I'm always glad I have one of these because this will truly keep your makeup on all day. I swear, it really does. The Charlotte Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. All right, you guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed hanging out and doing our makeup together and sharing some products that I just love and make me feel good, that I'm just so grateful to have. And I'm so thankful and grateful for all of you. I try to say it as often as I can, but I feel like I never say it enough. So thank you so much for your love and your support and just your kind comments. I appreciate you guys so much. It truly, this community, this channel really does mean the world to me. So thank you so much. I will have all these products linked for you below. I will try to find them on a sale if I can, since pretty much everyone is doing a sale right now. So if you're wondering about anything, check the description box. I do use affiliate links that support this channel if you shop through them. But thank you for being here. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already, and follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1. And I will see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.